Hi, welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I am Stephanie Brennan. So right now we are in the middle of a skirt series. In this segment, we are learning how to make a skirt with a waistband and an elastic back and darts in the front. In the last video, we learned how to add the darts to the skirt, and in this one, we are going to prep the waistband. So we're going to learn how to put on interfacing, how to measure for elastic, and get all that ready. So if you haven't already, make sure you go to shop.quiltaddictsanonymous.com, download your pattern, and let's get started on the waistband. So when you are choosing your interfacing for your skirt, you want to pick an interfacing that's about the same weight or maybe a little bit heavier or a little bit stiffer than the fabric that you're using. You don't want to use one that is very, very different, because it's just not going to work. It's not going to be comfortable to wear. If you've been watching the videos here at Quilt Addicts Anonymous for a while, you know that we do a lot of bag patterns that use decor bond for interfacing. That is way too heavy for a skirt. You don't want to do that, especially with this nice lighter weight silkier fabric against the body. You want something that's going to be a little bit softer. Now, my favorite interfacing to use is a fusible interfacing, just because I find that it's very easy. You're not adding, using a sew-in interfacing is not difficult. This just replaces a step rather into something that's a lot quicker and a lot easier. Now, similar to decor bond with the other interfacing, you want to look for the shiny side. If you feel it is going to feel a little bit slicker than the other side, so you know what side the glue is on. And just like with the bag patterns of the decor bond, you want to put that on your ironing mat face up, and then put the wrong side of your fabric down on that interfacing, so the right side is facing you. Most interfacing instructions, they're pretty similar, but make sure you read the instructions on how long or if there's anything special to know about using that. But just get your iron and then press it down. All right, once you've done that, go ahead and flip it over. Just check for any air pockets, make sure everything is nice and adhered to it. You can see over here it didn't go exactly to the sides of it. That's fine. I'm going to give it a little spritz with the spray mister, and then just go over it one more time, make sure that it's nice and adhered to. Next, I am going to go ahead and fold this in half, wrong sides together, and we're going to go ahead and press this. And the raw edges down here are what's going to be in the seam of the skirt, and the folded edge on the top is going to be the very top. All right, so there we go. There's our front waistband. All right, next we are going to work on the back waistband, and for the prep for that, all that we're going to do is cut out the elastic for it, because we're going to insert that when we insert the waistband to the back of the skirt. So to get the measurement for the back of your waistband, you want to take your waist measurement and then divide that in half. So in this case, Courtney's waist is 27 inches, so 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. And then I'm going to take that down to 12.5, because we want it to be snug enough that it holds onto the body and stays up, but not so tight that it's uncomfortable. And keep in mind too that when we sew the back and the front together, we are going to lose a little bit more of the elastic in the seam allowance. So divide it in half and then take off 1 inch. I just use my mat because that's what I had. You can use a ruler, you can use your rotary cutter to cut it, just cut it however you want. All right, now that the elastic is cut, you can see that the elastic is significantly shorter than the waistband, which is good. That's what we want, because what we're going to do is, just like we folded the front waistband in half, when we attach it to the back of the skirt, we're going to fold this one in half, and then we're going to insert the elastic inside it. So we're going to have lots of gathers and lots of room for it to move around and fit on the body. All right, well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you go to shop.quiltaddictsanonymous.com and you can download your pattern. In the next video, we're actually going to attach the waistbands to the front and the back panels of our skirt. Thank you so much, and happy quilting and happy garment sewing.